I'm Allie, this is Miro, and today's video is going to be desensitization and getting a horse used to a stick and flag. And this is kind of his first time really ever seeing this, and when I took it out of the car, he kind of scared him. So anytime you see something that scares your horse, it means that they need to be desensitized to it. So as you can see, look at his body language. It's going back and forth, back and forth. There's the ears forward. There we go, ears forward. So I'm going to stop moving. I'm going to encourage him, first of all, to put his nose on it. Good boy. Now, he put his nose on it. The biggest confidence booster for a horse is the object goes away from them. So it kind of ran away from him. Oh, careful. I'm not going to give up right there. There. Release. 1, 2, 3. If you have to count, count. A little micro release is what we're going to go for later. But remember, we're building confidence. So notice I'm waiting until his ears soften. See how I'm kind of moving it around? There. Ears went forward, then you release. I'm going to move it around a little bit. I've got his attention. I've got his attention. He isn't moving, so this is really good, but he kind of started to move. So as soon as he starts to move, I'm going to add the object to him. Whoa! Whoa! Now that was a good response, but he did walk off when I did it, so I'm going to go immediately back to it. I'm going to put this on him and just let him feel it until he stops. Whoa! I'm going to try to step in front of his drive line too, to kind of make sure that he knows this is sensitization and desensitization. So, whoa, oh boy. So, oh, well, I told him to walk forward. That was my fault. Ooh. Now I'm going to tell him to stop. Ooh. He did stop. It was a short stop, but it still was a stop. I'm going to go back and touch him on the rump again. So he's got to get used to things going on his rump. Now I'm going to let him know that I want him to stop. Whoa. Step in front of his drive line. Ooh, ooh. And when he stops, ooh, didn't quite stop long enough for me there. Ooh, there was a little licking and chewing right there though. That was a good place to stop. Again, we're going to build confidence by the object moving away from him. He's going to follow and put your nose on it. There. Much better reaction. We gave him a release. What we do on one side, we do on the other. So, easy. He sees it coming. But we've got to go on one side of the horse. Always just think about it as you have one side with the horse's mane, one side without the mane. Always start on whichever is the easiest side first. Ah, good boy. Now he still stepped off a little bit, so I'm going to come back to it. Waiting for him to soften. Look at his face. He's very worried. He's like, no. There we go. That was a much softer approach. All right. Now I'm going to start moving it a little bit more. Because obviously that's what kind of scared him before. Ooh. Now when he calms down, I'm just going to give him a release. Now he's looking at it going, what the heck's going on here? And he's moving. But then, put your nose on it, and I give him a release. And let's walk forward. Remember, we're building his confidence. We're not going to try to, flood him with this situation. He's seen much of this stuff before. We should be able to move it. Now see, he's moving around. Ooh, 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 good boy. Put your nose on it. Put your nose on it. So anytime we see something that scares him, now look at that reaction. That was better. I say that, and he's still giving me the face. Ooh. But I want him to know this is going to be okay. When he sees things like this, they're not going to hurt him. Ooh. All the time, I'm telling him, easy. I'm not pulling on the rope. I'm just holding the rope. Now if he was to pull, I can let a little out, but this time I'm gonna walk up to him, touch him with it. Oh, good boy. Now see, the reaction is a whole lot different. He's being much more relaxed now. Good boy. Release, and let's go forward. Remember, the object travels away from him, builds their confidence. Look at his ears. Ears, he's not listening to me right now, but he's up. There's an ear cocking towards it. Good. We'll come back over here, and this time we're going to kind of go off on the other side. Ooh. Ooh. Good boy. Oh. It's all right. We're going to keep going to it until you kind of accept it. He's putting his nose on me going, save me, Mama, save me. Now it's kind of on the opposite side from him right now. Ooh. Good. He stopped, so I'm going to give him a little release, but he walked forward, so I'm going to keep it to a micro release. So I let it off one place. Ooh. I'm just letting him know that this is a desensitization thing by saying, whoa. I want him to stop. And that was a good stop. So there's a release. So I'm going to keep this up and probably come back to this again, maybe at the end of the session. But this is where I'm pretty happy right now. He's at least not freaking out, not trying to pull from anything. His ears aren't exactly favorable. I haven't really got licking and chewing. But that's why we want to do this in small increments. Because remember, we're trying to build confidence in the horse by desensitization. We're not trying to scare them into submission. So thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and remember to check out more. Look at our playlist.